Bruce Springsteen has shared the kind of news that fans have been praying to hear for years. After an incredibly difficult 8-year battle with multiple myeloma, a rare form of blood cancer, his wife and longtime musical partner, Patti Scialfa, is officially in remission. The emotional announcement has touched millions of fans around the world, not only because of what it means for one of rock music's most beloved couples, but because it shines a light on the power of hope, medical research, and the people who dedicate their lives to fighting cancer. The legendary singer revealed the news during a heartfelt, pre-recorded message for the 2026 Pan Mass Challenge, the annual charity cycling event that raises millions of dollars for cancer research and treatments at Boston's Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Instead of simply encouraging donations, Springsteen made the event deeply personal by sharing a milestone his family has been waiting to celebrate. Bruce told supporters, "As you know, Patty's been living with her multiple myeloma for over 8 years, but now, thankfully, she is in remission." Those words immediately spread across headlines around the world, bringing relief to fans who have followed Patty's health journey since it became public. Bruce Springsteen then reflected on everything his family has learned throughout Patty's cancer battle. He said that, like millions of families facing cancer, they discovered that hope has a face. According to Bruce, hope is the physician who never stops searching for better treatments, the nurse who comforts patients during their most frightening moments, and every medical professional who refuses to give up. Rather than making the story about celebrity, he focused entirely on the people whose work gives families another chance at life. The rock icon also delivered a powerful message about the importance of medical research. Bruce said Patty's journey taught them that research is not just another political issue or a budget item. Instead, he described it as the very reason families continue to find hope, even when situations seem impossible. He urged people to recognize the life-saving impact of scientific research and thanked everyone supporting organizations like the Pan Mass Challenge and Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. To understand why this announcement is so emotional, it's important to look back at Patty's long and private battle with cancer. Patti Scialfa was diagnosed with multiple myeloma in 2018. Multiple myeloma is a rare cancer that develops in plasma cells, a type of white blood cell found in bone marrow. The disease affects the immune system and often requires long-term treatment and careful medical monitoring. Although treatment options have improved significantly over the past decade, it remains a serious condition with no guaranteed cure. At the time of Patty's diagnosis, almost no one outside the family's closest circle knew what she was going through. Bruce and Patti chose to keep the illness private while she focused on treatment. Fans began noticing that Patti wasn't appearing regularly with the E Street Band during tours, leading to years of speculation. Some believed she had quietly retired, while others assumed she simply wanted to spend more time with family. The real reason remained hidden. Everything changed in September 2024 with the release of the documentary Road Diary, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. In the film, Patti publicly revealed her diagnosis for the very first time, explaining that she had been living with multiple myeloma since 2018. She spoke honestly about how the disease had changed her life. Patti explained that multiple myeloma affects her immune system, forcing her to be extremely careful about where she travels and how often she performs. She admitted that large-scale touring was no longer realistic because protecting her health had become the top priority. Despite those challenges, Patti said she still enjoys joining Bruce and the E Street Band whenever possible. She explained that every now and then she is able to appear for a concert or sing a few songs on stage, describing those moments as a special treat. She also shared that this had become her new normal, adding that she had learned to accept it with grace. Her comments gave fans a completely different perspective on every surprise appearance she made during recent tours. What once seemed like occasional guest performances suddenly became symbols of resilience, determination, and courage. Bruce also opened up about Patty's illness during interviews following the documentary's release. He admitted that facing cancer together changed the way he viewed life and mortality. He explained that when you reach a certain stage of life and then confront a serious illness in your own family, questions about time, health, and appreciating every moment naturally become part of everyday life. Many fans noticed that Bruce's concerts became even more emotional during this period. Songs about hope, family, perseverance, and never giving up carried deeper meaning knowing what he and Patti were experiencing behind the scenes. Throughout the past 8 years, Bruce continued performing while balancing life as a husband supporting his wife through treatment. Patti occasionally joined him for unforgettable performances that became some of the most emotional moments of recent E Street Band concerts. The announcement of Patti's remission has now transformed years of uncertainty into a story filled with hope. Social media quickly erupted with messages of celebration. Thousands of fans congratulated the couple while sharing their own experiences with cancer. Many survivors said Patti's remission inspired them to continue fighting, while families currently facing cancer thanked Bruce for speaking openly about such a deeply personal experience. Cancer organizations and supporters also praised Bruce for using one of the biggest moments of his family's life to advocate for continued investment in medical research rather than simply celebrating privately. His message reminded people that every breakthrough treatment exists because researchers, doctors, nurses, patients, volunteers, and donors refuse to stop believing that better outcomes are possible. The announcement also reminded fans why Bruce Springsteen and Patti Scialfa have remained one of entertainment's most respected couples. The two first met during the early years of the New Jersey music scene, before Patti officially joined the E Street Band in 1984. Her friendship eventually grew into a relationship, and they married in 1991. Together, they have built a family while maintaining one of the longest-lasting marriages in the entertainment industry. Patti has never simply been known as Bruce Springsteen's wife. She is an accomplished singer, songwriter, guitarist, and a key member of the E Street Band. Her voice helped define many of the band's live performances, and her musical partnership with Bruce has become one of the most recognizable collaborations in rock history. Although remission does not necessarily mean the journey is completely over, it represents an enormous milestone after years of treatment and perseverance. Patients with multiple myeloma often continue receiving regular medical care and monitoring, making remission an important and hopeful stage rather than the end of the story. For Bruce and Patti, however, this moment is undoubtedly one worth celebrating. After spending more than 8 years quietly facing one of life's greatest challenges, they can finally share encouraging news with the millions of fans who have supported them throughout their remarkable careers. Bruce's announcement wasn't simply another celebrity health update. It became a reminder that behind every famous face is a real family experiencing fear, uncertainty, hope, and relief just like everyone else. It also served as a tribute to every doctor, nurse, researcher, caregiver, volunteer, and cancer survivor whose dedication continues changing lives every single day. As fans celebrate Patti Scialfa's remission, many are also hoping to see her continue making occasional appearances alongside Bruce whenever her health allows. Whether she returns to more performances or chooses to remain mostly out of the spotlight, her resilience has already become an inspiring chapter in the Springsteen family story. After years of uncertainty, Bruce Springsteen has finally been able to deliver the news fans were hoping for. Patti Scialfa is in remission, and for one of music's most beloved couples, that single word represents years of courage, love, resilience, and hope. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.